Reminisce on dangerous summers, was just a thug nigga working for drug dealers in neighborhood. Run about the age of 13, we was gunning, and it was fun to see the police running. Niggas disappear when we come and live. Nappy head shorty, addicted to drinking 40. My niggas is naughty, and y'all niggas is fucking corny. But you left me in the summer of '89, a very good year. Crack cocaine sales rose.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is Beamer-Fonz. Hey. And today I'm just going to be doing a quick video on how to change out your power steering fluid. Now, the reasons you would want to change your power steering fluid is the main one, your pump down there starts going and making noise. 2, your steering wheel. If you notice that you're on your BMW, your steering is really stiff, change your fluid, because these cars are not supposed to be really stiff and everybody thinks, oh, it's just BMW. No, that's old power steering fluid or a failing pump. And third thing is this, and you guys are gonna see my fluid is disgusting. Oh, so you're gonna want to get a turkey baster for this, because, or something to suck fluid out of here, otherwise you gotta take this off and dump it out. So like, that's gray, it's supposed to be green, and I'm pretty sure it's because somebody used the wrong fluid. So basically you are going to want to get BMW specific fluid. It is, can't really see, but it's green. You'll see when I pour it. And a turkey baster, and basically what you're going to want to do, car off, jack the front end up, and suck out as much as you can from here. And if you see a thick layer of gray stuff on that white piece, like on the edge, wipe it. That whole thing was just gray when I opened this for the first time. And I wiped it, and now it's actually white. Like, it was not white. So wipe that down, because that's contamination. And then once you've got that all empty, fill it up, start the car, and turn the steering wheel left to right. So I will show you that in 1 second here. I will go ahead and fill some more. There, now you can see that it's green. Okay, so I'm going to fill this. Yeah, look, and it instantly turns gray because of all the crap in there. I'm probably going to have to do this twice. Okay, so I'm going to go start the car up and then continue. Okay, so let's come over to the car here. Ouch. Oh, I gotta press the brake. 1 sec. And now you're basically gonna just turn the steering wheel a couple times. I like to just let it idle for a minute before I do that. Just turn it all the way to the right. Also, when you're doing this, make sure you check on your jack every couple minutes, because I know your front wheels aren't touching the ground, but it can cause the car to move. And look at that. Look at how much gray stuff is in there again. So you're going to want to do this a few times. And once you're satisfied, basically you can just put this all back, close it up. And to know when your fluid level is full, you want to be at in between that first and second indentation is full. So like right here. So I'm going to finish this up and then show you guys what mine looks like at the end. I only have one bottle, so we'll see. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to do another flush, because you can see it's still got some gray in there, but that is roughly about full. And then take your car for a drive, and hopefully your whining power steering is quieted down. Also, let me know what you guys think. Some people have told me you can only run 3/4 inch hose for a catch can, but BMW used 3/8 from factory. So I have 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch from the valve cover going to catch can, and then from the catch can I have 3/8 and then a check valve. And why is that hose wet? Well, and it looks like my hose may be leaking back there. Yep, so that is going to be another video on addressing the vacuum leak from the valve cover, because that's definitely where that's from. Interesting. We've got no more oil down here since adding the check valve. Not that I can see, at least. That little puddle has always been there. Okay, so this is about a week or so later. Actually, it's about 2 weeks later. So, and I've switched to 3/4 inch hose all the way. Now, the reason I needed a check valve is if you are going to use, excuse me, 3/8 hose, like if you're going to go from the valve cover size down to 3/8, you need a check valve. Otherwise, you will have pressure coming back up and causing issues. With this size hose, it's large enough that the pressure, it's hard to explain, but the larger hose makes it so there's not enough pressure to come back up, I guess, if that makes sense. So if you're going to use hose like the last clip, you need a check valve. If you're going to use larger hose like this, you're fine. And I got this hose from printablesauto.com. Comes in a kit. It's about $50. Comes with the hose, these really nice clamps, and also I got these cabin filter covers from Printables Auto to keep water from getting them wet. So yeah, check them out. They got lots of stuff. I've bought lots of stuff from them, including these grill scoops too. So yeah. But that is how you guys change out your power steering fluid. And if you are going to use smaller catch can hose, that is how you do that without having oil leaks. Also, before I forgot I was going to tell you guys where the vacuum leak was from. So, basically, the way you want to install your catch can is you want to leave the little connector on your valve cover and cut it and then slide the hose on there. However, if you break the clips from your connector, it doesn't sit properly, so I had to silicone basically the seam of the connector there, and that basically fixed the vacuum leak and made there be no more oil. So yeah, that is where the vacuum leak is from, and if you basically see any oil coating the lines of your catch can or coming from your catch can, that's a pretty good indication of a leak in that area. So yeah, that is the last thing I wanted to mention to you guys. Peace. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Beamer-Fonz out. Ayy.